And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Box Buster, here with something very, very exciting. Today I got for you an anime figure review of the battleship USS Iowa half-damaged light armament version from the Kantai collection. Now this particular anime figure comes in 1/8 scale, and it's made by the anime figure company Max Factory. I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't ordered too many Max Factory anime figures, so this one was pretty new for me. I'm pretty excited to see the quality of a Max Factory figure. As you can tell, I love the packaging to this. It's just standard American fare. I mean, you got the red and white stripes of the flag, and then the yellow stars. Then you got the blue ocean waves right here, so you got all the colors of the American flag. Of course, you got a picture of Iowa herself right on the corner here, with a very playful expression on her face. And if we turn this box to the side, you can see we got the official Kadakawa sticker of approval and authenticity. And if we turn it to this side, you can see we got an image, a full picture image of the anime figure itself. On the back we got another sticker of approval, and then more images of Iowa herself, very lovely. And then on this side we have another cutout picture of Iowa. I have to say, this feels very 1940s, 1950s, the way that it's posted on the side here. Very, very Americana. I do like that idea that they put onto this anime figure. And of course on the top, you have it just a very simple blue and window packaging. Overall, I gotta say the picture, or the packaging for this particular anime figure is quite well done. Definitely gonna stick out on a shelf amongst a sea of other anime figures. Very lovely. But of course, you did not come here to see a box review. You came here to see the anime figure herself, the battleship USS Iowa, and the half-damage version, light armament version. As you can see right off the bat, it's very lovely. It is a little bit small, but she is in kind of a sitting, kneeling position, so I can understand it being not as tall as other anime figures. Very lovely blonde hair on this particular anime figure, and it does have some detachable parts, which I will share with you. Before we get into the review, I do want to share that this particular piece up here can be detached if you want to display her with without her turret piece here, which I think is a very nice option. Although I do fear that this piece could easily be knocked off over time and very easily be lost. And another particular feature, for those of you who get this figure, if you lift up right underneath her bust, here, let me show you. That her torso can come off, and these particular pieces can be removed, but I will not remove them for the purpose of this review. So you can display her with even less to the imagination. And but the important part that I want to share about this is there's a piece of paper that comes in that's kind of right underneath all this optional clothing, and I did not know that her torso could come off, and it was a pain to get off until I realized that I could detach her torso. So for anybody getting this anime figure, that's how you remove that middle piece of paper on this particular figure. Alright, so let's reattach Iowa here. Apologies. Just gotta get it set up right. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Just had to slide it on just right. There we go. Alright. So, and I'm going to show you a review with all the optional pieces attached. If I could get this piece on correct now. Sorry about this, guys. Nope, the other way. There we go. Alright. So now that you have seen the optional pieces and the removable parts, now it's time to review this anime figure proper. So first thing that you're going to notice, as you've probably seen, the base itself is 100% detachable. There is no pieces that connect the anime figure to the base itself. It just sits on the base. I'm not a huge fan of bases that do that, just because I'm going to forget about that sometime and I might pick it up by the base and I might tip it, and if that happens, it's going to slide right off. So I hope I don't ever do that in the accidental future. I do like how it is kind of hexagonal, so it's very reminiscent of the game. That is a very nice touch. And then, of course, you got the deep sea and the light sea. That is a really nice touch to this. Other than that, it's a very basic base. Nothing much to it. Doesn't say a particular name. Overall, the base does its job, but it could have been more. And now, on to the anime figure review proper of Iowa herself. Now, as you can see, let's start with the shoes and work our way up. She's sporting some very lovely red shoes. Red high heels, of course. Very mechanical, of course, that's what it's supposed to be. And a very cool feature is the high heel fin right here can be adjusted. Now, I don't think that really adds much to the figure, but it's just a nice little extra touch that's there if you need it. And then let's move up. On her left leg here, you see she's sporting a boot that goes all the way up with this looks like a scuff mark. It's actually supposed to be battle damage, so it's supposed to look like it's been scuffed up in war, which I think is really cool. It's very lovely gray with a black stripe right down the middle, and of course black right at the top. So that is very cool. And on the front here, what appears to be some sort of stocking. It's very torn, very just clinging on by a thread at some points. You can see the red, or the, wrong side, the blue and the white stripes to represent the American flag, of course. And this very lovely damage right on the front here, very scuffed up. Looks like it's almost seared, like she just took a cannonball shot right there. Very cute. There is depth to this, so it's not just painted on. It is actual layered over top, so that is very lovely. And then, of course, you have the line right at the top here, which just holding on by the strongest of threads. Now let's move to the left, or her right leg. Apologies for that. If I could get it in a suitable position. There we go. As you can see, it's virtually the same. The shoe is this very lovely red heel. Looks like it's taken a little bit of smoke damage on the side here, though. The leg is acting as this boot part here. You can see some more scuff damage. Very cute. And of course, the black line to highlight the boot itself, probably as like a zipper option. And on the front of the right leg, where we hit right to the knee here, you see we got the red and white stacking option to represent the other half of the American flag. And as you can see, she has a big chunk taken out right toward the mid of her thigh section there. And just hanging on by the thinnest of threads, holding together in this half damaged variant. Now let's move up to what appears to be what's remaining of her skirt. You can see it's blue and white, and the buckle came apart just right here due to probably some sort of damage. And I don't know if you can see what's on the buckle there, but it looks to be a gold and red, almost like an eagle inscribed on there, which is very cool. For the belt buckle, I like that quite a bit. That's quite a lot of detail for such a small piece. And then more tattered and torn skirt pieces here, that is attached to this brown black belt. And of course that goes all the way around. Like that. And then of course you can see that on the back side here she has some sort of garter running around that connects to the boots. Now we move up a little bit. We have an actual machine unit here from the boat itself that's wrapped around the top of the skirt. That kind of fits very loosely. It could be adjusted a little bit. It can be removed if you do not want it on the anime figure itself. And it's covered up by hair back here, but you should be able to see most of it. Very cute, nonetheless. Alright. Now let's move on. Before we move up to the bust, let's take a look at the actual arms here. You can see she's sporting some very lovely blue hand gloves with white fingertips, and at the arm it looks to be some sort of blue and white wrist guard. And what do they call those? The like extra long white sleeves here seems to have a torn part right out at the elbow. Probably like a workout sleeves, right? And right up here on her other arm we got the exact same thing in a different motion. No, not too much damage on that particular piece. Alright, so now let's move on to the bust itself. As you can tell, she is one busty babe, with some damaged parts that are damaged at the right parts and not at the wrong parts for her. She is sporting a very lovely blue top with buttons down there. Almost looks like those old wartime advertisements. And of course, she has a gray t-shirt, a gray and blue t-shirt that's knotted up in a tie right at the bottom of the bust. And on the back, you could tell the coat she's wearing, which is what the blue part of the top is right over top of the gray shirt that she is wearing that is knotted up in a tie. As you can tell, she's wearing some sort of a neck guard. Not quite sure what that is. I'm going to guess it's a piece of her battleship. Very lovely, and it has a chain coming right off the side there, so it almost looks like an old style gang type, or biker gang type thing. That's really cool. And of course, the make it or break it part of any anime figure, the face and the hair. Let's take a look. As you can tell, she's sporting a very cute, playful smile. She's sticking her tongue out, which actually works really well for this particular anime figure. Oftentimes I don't like that type of design, but this particular figure does it very well. The nose is very cute. Her right eye is closed, and her left eye is very well painted. I have to say the face of this anime figure is very well done. I like it quite a bit. 10 out of 10 on that part. Just so playful, cute, just hits all the right marks. Now let's take a look at the hair, the other part that always makes it or break it for a lot of people. As you can tell, the front here is very flowing, almost like a Goldilocks style. I like that quite a bit. It looks very nice. I will say, due to the stiffness, which this is going to be with any anime figure, it does look a little noodly, a little broomy. But this one, I don't know what it is. It does it a little bit better than other anime figures that have this flowing hairstyle. It looks very cute from the back. As you can tell, from the back, it almost looks like a Sailor Moon or something with that hairstyle in the back. Just very cute. Or Sailor Venus. And it's shaded very well. It has the highlights and the shades very well done. You can tell it gets dark here, it gets light here. And then it has some very lovely lights and darks toward the tips. Just a very, very lovely hair color. And of course, let's take a look at the little satellite up on top here. You can tell it's just a very cute, very easily removable piece. And looks like she's just trying to send some radar information out. And it even has a little bit of scuff damage up there too, so continues with the theme of the actual anime figure itself. Overall, I have to say that this particular anime figure of the USS Battleship Iowa receives a 9 out of 10 from me. My only issue is it's a little small for a 1A scale, and there's no 100, and the base itself is lacking any substance, and it's kind of no attachment to the base itself either, which I am not a huge fan of. Other than that, this is a great anime figure. If you are a fan of Kantai collection, I highly recommend picking this up to add to your collection. This is a Booster Box Buster with a USS Battleship Iowa 1A scale anime figure review of Max Factory Anime Figure. Signing out.